Hey guys, Inferno Trees here, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. This is my first Wi-Fi battle on Ultra Sun and Moon. It's not the most interesting battle ever, but it's definitely my first battle, so I wanted to upload it. So yeah, this is against someone on the Pokemon Battles Discord. So I'm gonna leave a link to that in the description. It's actually really great. It's better than the Cerebi Discord because there are people looking for more than just OU matches, so that's pretty good. Obviously, I lead with my Gliscor because I don't really have many leads. I had an Infernape lead on this team, but I actually changed it to more of a Revenge Killer Infernape. So obviously, the Ice Beam is really obvious there, so I go for the Protect. Also to get my Toxic Orb off, so I don't have to worry about that getting knocked off. Now he's going to withdraw his Nidoking, and he is going to go into his own Gliscor. Because obviously I can't hurt it. He probably expected the Earthquake. But I don't want to have to take another Ice Beam, so I switched out as well into my Blissey. And he gets a free Toxic Orb off. That's not the best, but it's alright. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to switch out, obviously, because Blissey is allergic to special attacks, and go into my Latias, which has a pretty cool nickname, guys. Now, he's going to go for the Swords Dance, but I pretty much wall him here, because I expect him to have Earthquake, but he actually doesn't have Earthquake. You'll see that later in the video. So, obviously, I reckon he predicts the Ice Beam, because he doesn't want to take that, as he goes into his Mantine, which is a special wall. It's going to eat this up. It's not going to do any damage. Maybe a freeze. No. So, at this point, there's not much I can do here. The Mantine completely walls me as I switch out, and I'm going to switch into my Blissey again, hoping to get a Toxic off, because that's all I can do at this point. As it goes for its own Toxic, it doesn't really bother me. I've got Natural Cure, I can switch out, it's all good. Now here, obviously, I expected the Gliscor switch in, so obviously Toxic's not going to do much, so I have to switch out here. As I go back into my Latias. Now, I expected the switch right back into Mantine here, so I actually went for the Psyshock, but he goes for the Facade. It actually works pretty well with Gliscor, considering he has the Toxic on him at all time that heals him. But anyway, the Psyshock's not going to do much. Obviously Mantine is not going to take physical attacks well, so I thought it'd do a lot more damage. But obviously he stayed in, so now he takes some damage. It's literally nothing though. So this time I went for the Ice Beam, but guess what? He switches into his Crawdaunt, which is going to take that better than I expected. Crawdaunt has really bad special defense. I think it's base 55. It's pretty bad. But anyway, I'm going to get my leftovers here. I'm at really good health. My Latias is really done a lot of work this battle. As I go for the Energy Ball now, I know his special defense is bad. There's no way he's living this, and I can live an Aqua Jet. I will outspeed him, so I don't have to worry about a adaptability knockoff. It's all good, and I can recover. This is a bulky Latias. It's kind of bulky, more of a tank. It's max HP, max special attack. It's got very decent special defense and, alright defense, so I mean, I can run it like that. It's all good. You'll see here in a second. As he Mega Evolves, and obviously the Stone Edge is really what I'm scared of here, because I don't want to have to take a Stone Edge. I know I can definitely live one as long as it doesn't crit, and I do, it doesn't crit, and I get a Draco Meteor off, and it does a lot of damage, guys. Look at this. But not super effective damage, and Aerodactyl has decent defenses. They're not the best, but they're alright, so that does a lot considering that. I get my HP leftovers, and now he's going to go for the Aerial Ace. Big misplay on his part, because that just misses killing me out. Look at that. 6 HP, as I now go for the Ice Beam, and I managed to take out that Aerodactyl. It was pretty good. Latias put a lot of work in this battle, like a lot of work. If it wasn't for Latias, probably would have lost this. Latias gave me a bunch of momentum for this. It was really good. As he goes into his Mantine from his Celebi, I didn't want to stay in there. I wanted to keep my Latias for later in the battle. So I switch into my Blissey. Now obviously it's a pretty obvious switch into the Gliscor, but I thought I had nothing to lose. Even if he does switch in, I mean, there's a chance he'll stay in. I might be able to get a free Toxic, but unfortunately, he does switch, and I honestly should have switched, but I really wasn't sure. So I just stayed and went for the Toxic. Pretty bad misplay on my part. Not that big a deal, though, because I don't think he can really hurt that much on my team. Now I'm gonna switch out here because I don't want to have to take any physical attacks like before, and I go into my Infernape because I'm pretty confident he doesn't have the Earthquake, as the Facade comes out, and that does a decent amount of damage. I can definitely, well, I can't live another one, but I can probably get some damage off as I go for the Flare Blitz, and this does a lot of damage. This is a Choice Banded Infernape, as you see there. It does a fair amount of damage, and the recoil doesn't do that much. As he sets up the Swords Dance, probably not expecting it to do that much damage, but it did. It did a lot of damage. Anyway, his attack, he's raised his attack from Swords Dance, and he cannot live another one, so I'm going to go for another Flare Blitz. And look at this. Look at that. Look at the damage. And you ready? You gotta see the recoil on this, guys. I just live on 7 health. This is insane today. As he switches out his Nidoking, probably not going to be able to outspeed me unless he's Scarfed, which he is not, so I managed to get a double kill with Infernape here. Infernape, honestly, with a Choice Band, is a great revenge killer in UU. I mean, I see a lot of people using him as just like a suicide lead, fake out Stealth Rock, but Infernape is still really great as an offensive Pokemon. I also like using the mix set, but I'm used to the Choice Band Revenge Killer set. Anyway, here comes Spoon. Now, if you guys watch Hayden, you'll probably get the joke here, Spoon. Anyway, it's obviously Mega. Don't want to bring a normal Beedrill into a match. That's not going to end well. And I expected him to switch, so I wanted to gain some momentum by going for the U-turn here. And obviously here he didn't switch, so that's pretty bad. I could have got a free Fell Stinger off, but now, you know, I'm just gonna switch. I go into my Gliscor because he's my safest option at this point, because Gliscor is kind of a really good wall. As he goes into his Mantine, and yeah, that's his last Pokemon. He can't do anything. I go for the Toxic, and at this point it's game over. He can't hurt me. I've got Protect. I can outstall him. I've got Blissey as well, and you're not going to hurt Blissey because Blissey's a special wall. So even that does a lot of damage. But anyway, I get the Poison Heal. There's nothing he can do, so he's going to end up forfeiting this match. This was a great battle. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. My first battle. At the start of the match, it was really tough, but once I found a breakthrough, I just managed to get through his entire team. That Latias really saved me throughout this game, and Infernape with the double kill really just sealed the deal. There was nothing he could do after I got those 2 Infernape kills, as the match is forfeited there. If you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure to leave a like. This was a lot of fun making, and yeah, I'll see you guys all later.